Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. A rally took place at the Dubois County Courthouse earlier today as residents from around the county came to share their support for the 121 landowners being sued by INDOT. INDOT has filed legal action seeking access to private property for environmental assessments related to the Mid-States Corridor project. The proposed project would connect Interstate 64 near Huntingburg and Jasper to State Road 56 at Hayesville. According to the Indiana Department of Transportation, surveyors have been denied entry to dozens of properties despite multiple attempts at communication. The department argues that access is necessary to complete federally required Tier 2 environmental studies. Landowners represented in court today by Russell Sipes argue the state did not properly follow legal procedures and failed to provide adequate notice about the surveys. The landowners were seen in court today by Dubois County Circuit Court Judge Nathan Verkamp. We'll have more information on where this case stands in our upcoming newscasts. A Petersburg woman is charged with vehicle theft after allegedly selling a car she didn't own. Heather Bowers, 40, of Petersburg, has been charged with vehicle theft, a level 6 felony, following an investigation by the Petersburg Police Department. According to an affidavit filed by Corporal Taylor Defendall with assistance from Corporal Ben Hess, Bowers allegedly coordinated the sale of a vehicle she did not own in an attempt to raise money for bond while already incarcerated on an unrelated matter. This investigation began on April 26 when Central Dispatch received an inquiry from the vehicle's registered owner. The owner told police he had permitted Roger McCord, who is also incarcerated, to use the vehicle. McCord had then allowed Bowers to use it. Corporal Hess later found a Facebook Marketplace post advertising the vehicle for sale, with photos appearing to be taken outside of Bowers' residence. Further evidence was gathered through a review of Bowers' jail communications and an interview conducted by Defendall and Pike County Prosecutor Darren McDonald. Based on the evidence, Bauer now faces a felony vehicle theft charge. The Jasper Police Department is asking for the public's help in identifying a man captured in a surveillance image in connection with an ongoing investigation. Authorities have released the photo, which you can see here on the screen, and they are encouraging anyone who recognizes the individual to come forward. This photo is also available on our website, WJTS.tv, if you'd like to examine it further. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Jasper Police Department at 812-482-2255. Tips can also be provided anonymously by calling 812-481-COPS. Huntingburg Mayor Neil Elkins began the May 13th City Council meeting by sharing the tax abatement compliance status of the Wagon Works apartments, and a vote was cast and approved for Mayor Elkins to document the tax abatement status as compliant. This is a motion the City Council votes on annually. The ordinance to amend zoning for the Poplar Ridge project was presented by the landowners QOZB LLC to rezone this location from a construction zone to a residential zone. Ordinance number 2025-11 was introduced and approved by the council. The Poplar Ridge project is an ongoing effort to install more multi-family residential rental units on the north side of Huntingburg. The current zoning map for a residential property located at 7th and Van Buren Street was asked to be amended by the current owners, CHRK Duplexes LLC, and would transition a single-family residential zone to a duplex residential zone. The goal of the property owners is to turn this street corner lot into a duplex rental unit. The zoning ordinance was approved and adopted by the City Council. Mayor Elkins voiced his concern on the controversy revolving around the Teen Outback location and prompted discussion and public statements from the City Council members in attendance. Longtime Teen Outback board member, former board president, and current council member Jeff Bounds shared the following as a public statement to the community.
I'm going to speak for me personally that I would like to see, and will do whatever I can in my power as an individual to make sure that their programming continues. The kids love that place, as the Facebook and social media posts kind of confirm. Mm-hmm. And the parents, there's a lot of the adults that grew up going to the Teen Outback, and their kids are now going. And when word was out that demolishing that property was on the table, that was being considered, And I personally hope that any decision makers going forward have noticed how much the people of this county, and specifically of Huntingburg, how much they value that property.
Mayor Elkins ended the meeting by providing a First Street construction update, citing certain unplanned paving issues with the project. The city hopes to alter the construction plans to complete this project and to utilize $360,000 in unused grant funding to complete the paving process. They are currently awaiting a final total bid from the engineers drafting the final plans for this project, who will then work with the current contractors to complete the roadway. Mayor Elkins hopes to conclude the First Street construction project by the end of summer 2025. Troy Township Schools in Tell City recently unveiled their brand new mascot, Archer. After much anticipation, the new mascot made its debut after their Renaissance Academic Pep Rally last week. The school stated that with school pride, spirit, and just the right amount of swagger, Archer represents their values of being focused, bold, and aiming for success. Scam emails that appear to be from legitimate emails are popping up in people's inboxes. The email claims someone has unpaid Easy Pass tolls, and the Indiana Department of Technology says a contractor's account was hacked and was used to send these messages. One clue that it is not legitimate is the emails from the governor's office featuring Eric Holcomb as governor, even though he left office in January. 15 departments in Indiana state government have been identified as sending the scam emails so far. And going from electronic mail to physical mail, the Indiana Secretary of State's Election Division is mailing postcards to Hoosiers as part of its voter registration list maintenance. Officials aim to identify outdated, inaccurate, and duplicate voter registrations. There are 4 million plus registered voters in the state, and the process is required by federal and state law. The next statewide election is May 5th, 2026. A reminder that the Indiana Department of Transportation will host a public meeting next week regarding a proposed intersection improvement project in DuBois County. The meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, May 20th at the Shiloh Life Center, located at 1971 West State Road 56 in Jasper. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with a formal presentation beginning at 6. This project focuses on improving safety and traffic flow at the intersection of State Road 56 and County Road 350 West. INDOT encourages residents to attend and ask questions and share feedback with the project team. An open house will be held before and after the presentation, and public comments will be accepted as part of the planning process. And that wraps your Wednesday news here on 18 WJTS. Your weather forecast is up next.